guys, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Mandela effect and some that I found that have really freaked me out. So for those of you guys who don't know what the Mandela effect is, basically, so this all started back with Nelson Mandela, actually, which is why it gets its name, the Mandela effect. So back in the days, people had thought that he had died like in the 1980s, but it turns out he died like pretty recently. But people remember that specifically that he died like around the 1980s after being put in jail in South Africa, and so that created the whole Nelson, or not the Nelson Mandela effect, but the Mandela effect. Mandela effect is you or like a large amount of people kind of remembering the same thing, but then having it be something different. And if you guys aren't understanding what I'm saying, just hold on, because we're gonna jump right in and I'm gonna give you guys some good examples. So yeah, let's just get started. So honestly, this Mandela effect had me like, what in the actual fuck? Like, what the fuck? Because I've worn Skechers my entire life. Okay, well, not my entire life. Like, when I was younger, I always wore Skechers. So this Mandela effect is gonna be about Skechers. Like, I'd worn Skechers for a good majority of my youth. Like, Skechers were in back in the day. Like, everyone was wearing Skechers if you were like elementary school age at least. Like, I know I was wearing Skechers all the time. So this one kind of freaked me out. Basically, I always thought Skechers was spelled with a T, with a capital T. Like, it was always spelled with a T for me. I don't know why I was looking up Skechers. I typed it in, Skechers with a T, and Google auto-corrected it to Skechers without the T, and I was like, what? Like, it's always had a T in it. Skechers has always had a T. Like, how can you even say Skechers without it having a T? Am I pronouncing it wrong? Am I pronouncing Skechers wrong? It doesn't make any sense for it to not have a T in it. And it's like mind-blowing, because I've lived my entire life. My entire life is a lie. So that's the first Mandela effect, and I have more that are going to take you guys on a ride. Okay, so back in the day, I used to watch Arthur. Like, I'm 23, like, I don't know if you guys know what Arthur is, but Arthur is basically this like cartoon that was on Nickelodeon, and it was, to me, it was about a mouse. It was about a mouse and his life struggle with all his other animal friends. So I was looking at like Mandela effects, and then someone said something about Arthur and how, you know, they had always thought he was a mouse, and he turns out to be an aardvark, and I'm like, what's an aardvark, first of all? Like, no, he's a mouse. He was clearly a mouse. Like, let me show you some images. He was a mouse. He is a mouse. There's no doubt about it. Let me show you an image of an aardvark. I'm like mind blown, because I always thought he was a mouse. Like, it was always so clear and vivid in my mind that he was a mouse that I don't, like, I'm like, what is reality anymore? Because I thought he was a mouse. It just made sense. I feel like my childhood kind of got ruined a little bit. Kind of messed up for them to do that. Like, how are we supposed to know what an aardvark is? So the next one is Msnbc, and my friend actually pointed this out. So we had gone to Universal. We were always at Universal Studios because we got the annual passes. We had gone to Jimmy Fallon, and let me tell you, this is like our fourth or fifth time going on the Jimmy Fallon ride. Like, this is not something new. This is not like we haven't been on it before. It's not like we haven't seen the Msnbc sign before. But my friend goes, I don't know, I think we were like taking extra time, like, because we never really like stopped and looked at all the things in the ride, because it's like an entire area of like just like past like past talk show hosts, information about the show and everything. I think one of them mentioned like the peacock symbol, and my friend was like, wait a second, like, what do they mean, peacock symbol? And then she was like looking at the actual Msnbc symbol, and she was like kind of like outlining. She's like, oh my gosh, that's been there the entire time. Like, there's been that peacock symbol there the entire time. Like, the Msnbc symbol is a peacock. And I was like, huh, it is, isn't it? That's kind of funny. It makes sense, like, because of the colorful, like, you know. And then I'm thinking back, I'm like, when did it become that, or has it always been that way? And so I've been looking and looking and looking to see if like maybe they added the peacock in, maybe, you know, just kind of seeing, but it's always had that little extra little triangle piece cut out for the peacock, which is so crazy. Like, I never can remember it being a peacock. I just thought it was like some kind of like rainbow thing, design, whatever, I don't know, but it's always had that peacock there. Okay guys, so this one has me like seriously messed up because I specifically remember this brand being spelled a certain way. Just tell me, does this not look shopped? It's always been spelled with an E. Oscar Mayer. It doesn't Mayer? Oh my god, maybe I've just been crazy my entire life. To me, it's always been spelled with an E. Like, I literally was so shook. It literally looked shopped to me. Like, that is how badly that I remember that Oscar Mayer was spelled with an E, but apparently this entire time it's been spelled with an A. And I'm just like, that makes no sense to me. That literally makes no sense to me. Like, Oscar Mayer, maybe I have been wrong this entire time. Like, after like going through my mind a little bit, I'm like, maybe has it always been this way? And every single thing, I keep on looking through the internet to see like, was there any change? Did someone change anything? But no, it's just always been this way. So this one is actually scary because they're telling us, who is they? I do not know. Basically, if you guys ever play Monopoly, they're telling us that Monopoly Man, they're saying he doesn't have a monocle. First of all, Monopoly Man has always had a monocle, but after some research, he doesn't have a monocle. I specifically remember him having a monocle, like playing that game, having the old board game. I specifically remember him having a monocle. I swear, I'm going to have to go and look for that game or something because he has a monocle. But apparently they're saying that, who is they again? I do not know. They're saying that he does not have a monocle. It just makes no sense. They said that there is like a peanut man or something on some kind of peanut packaging that has a monocle, and possibly we're getting confused with that. How do I get a peanut confused with the Monopoly Man? There's no way he's had a monocle. This whole thing got me stressed, guys. It got me stressed. So this last one is a YouTube one, and it's going to be about Idubbbz. So back in the day, like not that long ago, back when Tana Mojo, I used to watch her like religiously. She had all these like issues and all this drama going on, and Idubbbz had made a video about her, and that's how I grew to like, you know, find out who Idubbbz was. And I specifically like remember watching his videos so much, and like, you know, going back and forth. I'm looking up Idubbbz, I-D-U-B-B-Z, 2 B's, not 3 B's, 2 B's. And someone on Reddit had pointed out that they always thought Idubbbz had 2 B's as well, but it really turns out he has 3 B's in his name. And then I looked up Idubbbz, and every single Google thing, it has 3 B's. Like, every single thing to look up Idubbbz has 3 B's. Like, I've even looked at like different pictures and things, but it's always been 3 B's. It hasn't been 2 B's, unless he like changed it and like there's like nothing really that much on the internet about it, like no one noticed, no one said anything besides the people on Reddit who have noticed. Then like, I'm just confused. Like, maybe he always did have 3 B's, but I just remember it being 2 B's. Like, you guys tell me, like, do you guys remember Idubbbz having 3 B's in his name or 2 B's? Because I'm shooketh. And so that's basically like a few of the Mandela effects that have been on my mind and that have really had me shook. So I'm gonna actually probably do some more of these because I find it really interesting. People are like, oh, like Mandela effects prove that we're like living in an alternate universe, and I'm like, I think maybe just our memories, like sometimes we connect things with, you know, like, you know, we connect things with other things just because they're similar to each other, and we just don't like, you know, process it right in our brain. And so like, that makes a huge group of people who process the same thing in their brain like the same way, like they all perceive it one way when really in reality it's another way, you know. Like, that's just what I think. But you know, maybe we are really in an alternate universe, and you know, we're living in a simulation probably, who knows. So yeah, that's really all I have for today. If you guys have any other suggestions or any really cool or like funny Mandela effects that you guys want me to talk about or go over and like expose, like just hit a sister up. I'm here. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is it. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll be coming out with more videos later this week. As always, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.